Welcome back to College Sports Live. Let's get you to coverage of the Arkansas State loss at Toledo tonight. Big story to start. No Freddie Knighton. James Tabry starting at QB. And for Toledo, no Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, so arguably the two best offensive players for both teams out with injuries. So let's get you to the highlights. There's a look at Freddie Knighton, who warmed up but didn't start. That groin injury might be worse than we thought. Philip Elis quarterbacking the Toledo side, and here's a perfect touch pass that sets up his team in the goal line. Rockets running back star Kareem Hunt didn't play because of a hamstring injury, but, you know, it didn't matter as Damian James Moore with a short TD run, 7-0 Toledo. Late in the first quarter, Tabry has some time, but a bad pass here, and it's tipped and intercepted for a pick six. That was the first of his 3 interceptions. Rockets up 17-0 after the first quarter.
Second quarter now. Tabry still having trouble. Going to be picked off again. His second interception of the night. And again, both of those interceptions really no excuse for them. Really, overall, things would only get worse. The fumble here, this is kind of rough on him here. These things do happen. It's going to be scooped up here. It's going to be brought back to the Arkansas State 3, which would set up well for the Rockets, and Terry Swanson, who had a good night for Toledo, would punch it in for the 3-yard run. 24-0 Rockets at that point, and A-State would fall 37-7. Here's some key stats. Of course, we saw Tabry's night, a rough evening, 3 interceptions and the fumble. A big stat, though, A-State, no yards rushing, -14 rushing yards. Some of those are credited, of course, to Tabry. That was the reason why they were headed down that way. Toledo's QB, no touchdowns at INT. He did throw for 308 yards.
Yeah, another stat that stood out for me, the first half, A-State had 85 yards worth of penalties, 84 total yards of offense, so a lot of mistakes, 5 turnovers for the game. They had a fumble by Tabry, 3 interceptions, 4 of them for him. The big question for the A-State fans was, some people are like, is Tabry the guy? Maybe he can start instead of Freddie. Well, that question was answered. When Freddie Knighton gets back, for now, Freddie Knighton is the starting quarterback of the Red Wolves. He deserves to be the starting quarterback of the Red Wolves, and really a tough blow. But regardless of who the QB is, the A-State offense has really struggled in just about all the games minus Missouri State. They really got to get going. On a positive note, J.D. McKissick, 211 kickoff return yards, an A-State record.
Yeah, and, it'd be real easy to just sit there and blame the whole thing on Tabry, but he's not quite ready yet. He will be. He's got a lot of potential there. But right now, Freddie Knighton giving them the best chance to win at this point in time. But certainly a rough night there for the Red Wolves. Let's transition to volleyball for just a second. A-State volleyball team is off to a fantastic start, ranked 25th in the nation right now. They hosted Troy for their second straight home match at the Convo. A-State starts quick. The huge flush, 1-0 Red Wolves. This is just kind of the Red Wolves here because this is a big dig by Marky Shadig. It's in her name. Then the flush by Drew Jones. Shadig had 16 digs, by the way. Then Mallory Warrington with the little touch over the net. Sometimes you don't need much. A-State wins set 1, 25-16. It was a tight set, too. Here's the kill by the Trojans. Bada boom. They're up by 2. Now, the Red Wolves would go on a tear, and this was kind of a turning point in the match. Kelsey Reese, huge kill. It's down by 1 at that point. Then, nice pitch over the net by Reese again. Ooh, I like that. That's just good court vision there. We're all tied up. A-State finishes the comeback. Here's Carlisa Mabe and the freshman player of the week several times. A-State takes the second set, 25-22. Final set was just all Red Wolves from there. I told you it was a 13-6 run for A-State, and then this is the turning point here. Anna Murphy, the kill. Red Wolves improved to 13-1 with a win in straight sets over Troy.
You can't get bored winning. It's some of the things that going off our past where, winning didn't come as easy. You got to cherish every one of them and make our team celebrate those wins. So, came out prepared and our team executed what they were supposed to execute and had a little fun doing it.
Scream, yell, cheer a lot, and just encourage my teammates. Definitely.
Doesn't seem like you have a problem with that, really.
No, we really like each other, and we have great team chemistry, so it just comes easily.
They're good, Common.
They're really good. They're only lost to my alma mater, Mizzou, by the way.
Yeah, keep it up. You were doing really good there for the entire season, but now we'll let that go. But yeah, they're solid. Stay with us. We've got highlights of a tight one at Arkansas.
Yeah.
Come to Laws Abbey Flooring Center for the National Gold Tag event. All in-stock area rugs are buy one, get one free. At Laws Abbey Flooring, home of the 60-day walk-on-it warranty.
Nissan Altima. with up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. Plus, save up to $22.75. Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
My name is Rose, and I took the Suddenlink Speed Test Challenge. I always knew my old internet was slow, but after comparing it to Suddenlink, that was it for me. We could barely even stream Netflix before. It took forever to download.
Go to speedtest.sunlink.com and see how much easier life could be.
I should have switched before. You just have to go and take that speed test and see for yourself.
Sunlink, more power to you.
Call today and get HD TV and 75 meg internet for just $69 a month.
The automobile industry has changed over the years. Some changes are good, but some are not so good. Some dealers are advertising exceptional rebates to get you in the door. When you get in, you find out they're not that good. George Kell Motors has been using the same philosophy for years and years. No games, no gimmicks, honest deals. So if you're tired of that big hassle that the city dealer has, come to George Kell Motors in Newport. You'll like the way we do business. Come to Exit 83 in Newport, right off Highway 67. George Kell Motors, your Hall of Fame dealer.
Come to Laws Abbey Flooring Center for the National Gold Tag event. We have great prices on hardwood, tile, and laminate. And don't forget, the sale ends this month at Laws Abbey Flooring, home of the 60-day walk-on-it warranty.
Welcome back to College Sports Live. Another thriller between the Hogs and Texas A&M, the Southwest Classic.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly this series is really full of drama. Let's check out the highlights. There's Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones, who won the 1964 title with the Hogs. The 2015 Hogs would start fast. Brandon Allen to a wide-open Drew Morgan for the touchdown. I could have completed that one. Morgan had 8 catches for 155 yards. Third quarter, Alex Collins with a spin and the score. He had 155 yards, 14-13 Hogs. Arkansas got up 21-13, but A&M gets a late touchdown, and then they get the 2-point conversion to tie it. Brandon Allen would fumble the ball. The Aggies have a chance to win on the last-second field goal, but it's wide right. But Kyle Allen was amazing in overtime. The back shoulder pass to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Aggies. Brandon Allen then misses an open receiver on third down. Fourth down, last chance, and the pass is broken up by A&M. The Hogs fall 28-21. And to me, the story of the Hogs season is Brandon Allen not coming up with clutch plays. I mean, this Arkansas team is pretty good. You know, Texas Tech, they lost to TCU by 3 today. We saw how good Toledo is against Arkansas State. Simply, the Hogs cannot finish at the end of the game. They can play with anyone, but when it comes to make a clutch play, not so much, especially for Brandon Allen.
Yeah. You know, I would say 80% of the people, though, who want to fire Brett Bielema, you know, the same people who, end of last season was like, we got a coach now. You know, it's a vicious cycle. You know, I'm going to say some people were not totally on board the whole time, but a lot of people. Same thing happened in Butch Jones up at Tennessee. You want to jump on the fire of the coach bandwagon. You got to give this guy some time.
Here's the thing with coaches. They always get too much credit when you win, and they get too much blame when you lose. That is absolutely a fact. I think Brett Bielema is a good coach. It's going to take some time, but he does have to get his team to finish the games. That is an issue.
Yeah, it is an issue.
They have to finish.
You're right. But it's not all on the coach.
Oh, absolutely
not all on the coach. All right, that's all the time we have for tonight. That's Calvin Inchev. I'm Blake Gwynn. We're back. Same time, same place next week. Hope you are too. Good night.